What's going on, good people of Beacon Lake? It is March, and that means that we are going to look backwards 1 month and see what the market stats are. How much did a house cost in 2024 February? And let's just go ahead and hop right in there. I've got my little cheater notepad right here because there's no way my little brain can remember all of this stuff at once. But I will put some comparisons up around me here in this space, I think, as long as I can figure it out. All right, so here in Beacon Lake, right now today, this is March 4th, and I'm just seeing how many active homes there are for sale right now. And I want to split it up between resales and then between the builders as well. So there are 18 active resales in here right now, and the median list price of those
is 654,000.
and the average price per foot on those is, or sorry, the median price per foot on those is right about $257 a foot. And the median days on market is sitting at 29 days right now. Now we're going to talk about the builders. I'm not going to talk about days on market for the builders because it can be all over the place depending on what stage the house is when they actually list it on the MLS. So for Toll Brothers, there are 7 active homes. Toll Brothers is selling 7 homes right now, and the median sales price is $789,000, and the median list price per foot is $304 a foot. Now, some of these are spread out between the gated section, although it's going to be more pending, and the new section in the back there in phase four. So, or I'm sorry, phase three, but we'll hop into that a little bit more when we get into the pending. So, moving over to Dream Finders, man, they have had so many homes for sale, but it's actually come down a good bit. They have 26 active homes for sale right now. And the median sales price of those is $663,000, and per foot, they're listed at $260 a foot. So that is what we've got for active happening right now. But what actually sold, what actually happened in February last month? Well, let's take a look at that. There were 7 homes that closed last month, and 2 of them were resales. So let's hop into those resales first. One was a townhome, and one was a pool home. So neither of these are your typical standard average home here in Beacon Lake. They both have some special stuff going on. So the one townhome sold at 286 bucks a foot, and it was like one day on the market. It sold super, super quick. Now, I will note that this was a Manatee floor plan, so that is the end unit and a single story unit, and those do tend to get a really, really strong price per foot when compared to the Osprey and the Coral, the other 2-story floor plans that are in the middle of the townhomes here in Beacon Lake. And then moving on to the other home that sold near and dear to my heart because it's up here in the Hutchinson area. That was a pool home that sold at 278 bucks a foot after about 83 days on the market. So just to track a little history of that house, it actually listed originally at $839,000, and then it sold at $780,000. The price it was listed at when it got the contract was $810,000. So, looking at its original price, it sold for 93% of original list price, and then it sold for 96% of list price at the time it got the contract. All right, cool. So moving on to, oh, and congratulations, you guys. Amazing family, amazing couple has moved on to Silverleaf, I believe. So good job. Congratulations. Talking about new builds, there were 5 new builds that closed last month, and they were all Dreamfinders homes, and they averaged 240 bucks a foot closed price. So what's happening, or what was happening in February leading into right now, what's happening in the market as far as pending homes. And right now for resales, we have 11 homes that are pending, getting ready to close. And oops, no, sorry, that is not resales. Resales, there was a couple, but I didn't hop into those because we're talking about pending on resales. It's really hard to figure out what the contract price is. And I will note as well, even as we look at these new construction homes, We're not totally sure what the contract price is. It could be a little more, it could be a little less. With Dream Finders, sometimes they list their homes without options put in them yet, and then we would expect the price to be higher for them. Or oftentimes there's incentives and they're giving money away at closing. And so we don't actually know what the contract price is necessarily on these, but we're looking at a big picture, so things tend to average out in the middle. So again, we're not looking at resales on these, but we are looking and see what the builders are doing, what they have pending. And so Toll Brothers has 11 homes, and they average $305 a foot. And then I want to split that out a little bit more because a lot of their pendings are actually in the gated section, and those are fetching a higher price per foot. So I wanted to separate those out. So there are 8 homes actually pending down in like Loosestrife and in that gated section there, and they are pending at $314 a foot. And then the 3 homes that are in phase 3 up there, they are averaging $280 a foot. And so moving on to Big Bad Dream Finders, they have 40 pending homes right now here in Beacon Lake, and those are averaging $244 a foot. And of course, with the builders, there's incentives and there's different things going on in there as well. So, anyways, hopefully that was helpful for you guys. Stay classy, Beacon Lake, and we will see you around the neighborhood.